The first order of the day having been overtaken by the event of our earlier invitation to the members of delegation of the Parliament of Ghana to be admitted, I move to the second order of the day, which is the second reading of the Federal College of Aviation Technology, Ilara, Remo, Ogun State, Establishment Bill 2023, SB 52. Distinguished senators will recall that the bill was read for the first time in this chamber on Tuesday, 10th October 2023. Mr. President, you may wish to invite distinguished Senator Daniel Olugbenga Justus to move the motion for the bill to be read a second time.
Most distinguished colleagues, I remain Otumba Engineer Gbenga Daniel, representing the people of Remo and Ijebu in Ogun East Senatorial Districts. Perhaps it's nice to inform my colleagues that the Remo and Ijebu division are the only division that are yet to be defeated by any of the Anglo-Saxon wars that played our land several years ago. Mr. President, sir, today's bill essentially aims to upgrade an existing federal technical college to a fully fledged Federal College of Aviation Technology in order to provide full-time courses in various specializations in the aviation industry and to make provision for the general administration of the college and for related matters. My most distinguished colleagues, aviation technology encompasses the various technological advancements and innovations that have shaped the field of aviation. From the early days of aviation to the present, technology has played a crucial role in improving the safety, efficiency, and capabilities of aircraft. Aircraft design and construction over the years have evolved significantly. A lot of advancements in materials, such as lightweight composites and alloys, have allowed for the development of stronger, more fuel-efficient aircraft. Computer-aided design (CAD) and simulation tools have revolutionized the design process, enabling our engineers to model and analyze aircraft performance, aerodynamics, and structural integrity more accurately. Mr. President, sir, navigation and communication systems have greatly enhanced the safety and efficiency of air travel. Global Positioning System (GPS) and Inertial Navigation System (INS) have made aircraft navigation more accurate and more reliable, enabling our pilots to determine their precise position in real time. Communication systems such as very high frequency VHF radios and satellite communication have improved the coordination between aircraft air traffic control, enhancing safety and reducing the risk of collisions. Flight management systems (FMS) are also computer-based that automate various tasks of pilots, including navigation, flight planning, and performance optimization. FMS technology have advanced significantly, offering features like auto-throttle, auto-land, and optimized flight routes. This system enhances flight safety, reduce pilot workload, and improve fuel efficiency. Other areas worthy of mention in the field of aviation are the engine technology, the safety systems, the unmanned aerial vehicles, amongst others. In essence, Mr. President, aviation technology continues to evolve, driven by ongoing research and developmental efforts. As the industry embraces digitalization, artificial intelligence, and other emerging technologies, we can expect further advancement that will shape the future of aviation, making air travel safer, more efficient, and environmental friendly. Mr. President, my worthy colleagues, aviation technology in Nigeria has witnessed significant growth and development over the years. As the largest economy in Africa, Nigeria has made notable strides in the aviation sector, both in terms of infrastructure and technological advancement, especially in the areas of airports and infrastructure on navigation and communication systems, aircraft maintenance and repair, safety and regulatory system, and so on and so forth. Nigeria has invested in aviation training and recruitment to develop a skilled workforce in the industry. And as a matter of fact, as you are aware, there are several new airports that are bursting in Nigeria today. While Nigeria has made significant efforts in aviation technology, there are 6 challenges to address. These include the need for continued investment in infrastructure development, the enhancement of safety and security measures, and the promotion of research and innovation in aviation technology. By addressing these challenges, Nigeria can further strengthen its aviation sector, boost economic growth, and promote connectivity both domestically and internationally. The establishment of the Aviation Technology College in Ilara Remo will no doubt boost academic training and researches in the areas of aircraft maintenance, air traffic control, and pilot training, while complementing the existing Nigerian College of Aviation Technology in Zaria. It may interest you to know that the Ogun State government already has an existing Gateway International Agro-Cargo Airport in Ilesha-Remo, and they are also planning what we call an aerotropolis, a city whose development will be centered around the airport. The existing Federal Technical College in Ilara is virtually in disuse, and I visited the location during my campaign tour for this position, and it can conveniently begin to offer the courses for the Federal College of Aviation Technology right there in Ilara Remo. My dear President and my respected colleagues, although some staff of the new college are already on the federal government payroll, while working with the existing technical college in line with Order 76.3 of the Senate Standing Orders 2023 as amended, the financial implication of this bill is also attached. In closing, Mr. President, I wish to urge the entire Senate to support this bill to the extent that this is indeed the low-hanging fruit. The infrastructure are in place. Most of the administrative staff are there, but there are indeed no students offering those courses that are currently being offered. It's therefore a low-hanging fruit if we can get the support that this new institution can be activated as soon as possible. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
I am Senator Dr. Titus Zam. I represent the dynamic people of Benue Northwest Senatorial District. I rise to support this bill, ably moved by my colleague, distinguished Senator Gbenga, because I'm aware that in the whole of Nigeria, there is only one aviation technology school located in Zaria. And given the size of the country and also the volume of air travel that our economy requires, one single aviation school might not be able to serve the aviation requirements of this country. So establishing another one in the southwest part of Nigeria makes not only economic sense, it also makes both political and a service sense. I therefore support in its entirety this bill, and I do second. Thank you, distinguished colleagues and Mr. President.
I want to lend my support to this bill. The bill is self-explanatory in the sense that the school we are talking about is already in existence. We are just talking about changing from one sector to another sector, which is aviation technology. To that extent, I concur with the sponsor of this bill, but my worry is about the financial compendium of this bill. I've looked at the capital estimate and I've also looked at the recurrent estimate. It does appear to me that what is being proposed as a capital estimate will be grossly insufficient for the proposed Aviation Technology Institute. Mr. President, if you look at item number 4 under capital, which is communication facilities, is a paltry sum of 3.3 million. I think this is grossly insufficient to be able to provide aviation navigational facilities in that school. So I will propose that we have to look into it once more. The operational vehicles under item number 5 cannot be more than the communication facilities. Office space and setting, 14 million is also very small. Office equipment at 22 million is neither here nor there. So, Mr. President, I think we have to look at this properly and increase the communication facility, because that is what is needed in that school more than any other thing. Now, for the recurrent estimate, the training for 10 million is okay. Emolument and allowances are okay. But I would like us to look at the capital estimate in finally considering this bill. Thank you, Mr. President.
Distinguished Senator Father Hansen.
Proposal by the bill wholeheartedly and least for one important advantage. Now that the exchange rate is not accessible again, and those of us who have already engaged our children in aviation schools abroad, we know what is real exchange rate is all about now. For the technology, the aviation technology to be brought to our doormat, I salute the courage of Senator Tumba Gbenga Daniel. We have enough captains of industries, particularly who give our children the real aviation technology impact they need now in Nigeria, instead of wasting our scarce foreign exchange on training our sons and daughters abroad. With this and with all other equipment maintenance, instead of going to other countries to maintain our aircraft, all these things will be encompassed in the real bill. And that is why I have to support Senator Usinaso on the capital outlay. That is going to consume capital, but it will reduce Nigeria foreign exchange stress we are having. Thank you, Mr. President.
Distinguished Senator Tamwa.
Thank you, Mr. President. And the reasons are simple and clear. Aviation sector is dynamic and is expanding in Nigeria. The Aviation College Zaria cannot and is not enough and adequate enough to cater for the needs of training and retraining of aviation experts and the requirements that we have in the country. I therefore believe that with the coming on board of this in Ilaro, it will help to offtake a number of those that could not be admitted in Zaria. And as said by my colleagues, it will also help in saving a lot of our forex that we pump into training and retraining of aviation experts elsewhere outside the shores of this country. So for all intents and purposes, this bill is timely, and I therefore urge my distinguished colleagues to support it going for second reading and eventual passage for us to have this institution on stream. Thank you, Mr. President.
Distinguished Senator Adams Oshumole.
Distinguished colleagues, my name is Adams Ali Oshumole. I represent the great people of Edo North in Edo State. I support the second reading of this bill and all the arguments that have been advanced. I do so consistent with my conviction that Nigeria needs to move away from establishing more and more universities where people are taught mass comm and all those sociology or courses that modern economy hardly require. I think it is consistent with the direction in which the world is going to shift emphasis to technological institutions such as this, so that we produce more people who are competent not only to deal with aviation related issues at home, but they may well be competent to lend a helping hand to wherever those skills are required in any other part of the world. As for the issue of allocation, I think this for me is neither here or there. We live in a dynamic world. Whatever estimates are there is just to indicate the fact that you do not have to, you can't establish a university, just an institution without financial backing. I think we do have an appropriation committee, and I will expect that they will liaise with people who have the requisite technical know-how, who understand what facilities are required, the estimated cost of those facilities, whether these are equipment, whether they are buildings, whether they are vehicles, the number of staff required, the kind of salaries for such staff. It is all of that that have to be taken into account by those who know. I think our business, Mr. President, is to do the needful. First, establish the university. Our people say you don't have to worry about the name of a child until the baby is born. So I like to support that this bill be read for the second time. Thank you, sir.
Last intervention, the Senior Senator.
Representing the good people of Kogi Central. I stand here to support the second reading of the bill sponsored by Senator Olugbenga Daniel. In the year 2019, the new space was taken over by some South African teenagers that assembled and flew a 4-seater aircraft across the continent. And that actually drew my attention on the fact that Africa has taken its right space in the fourth industrial revolution. And the question is, how about Nigeria, the giant of Africa? So, in building capacity across the various sectors beyond, of course, trade, industry, communication, like distinguished senator said, we need to begin to think deeply about growing capacity and skills in technology-driven areas. And of course, without a doubt, considering the fact that this administration is serious about establishing and reviving the Ajaokuta Steel Company, in no doubt, we'll be speaking not about assembling planes, but also developing the spare parts right in Nigeria. Of course, that is when the steel industry is set up and running. So without a doubt, I lend my voice, being that of the good people of Kogi Central, hoping that in the nearest future, Kogi State is going to position itself as the industrial hub of the country and Africa, and we will proudly contribute our own quota in building the spare parts and, of course, lending our various technological support in having the aviation industry grow. Thank you so much. I do support the second.
And also, let me also thank distinguished Senator OGD Otumba Gbenga Daniels for this bill. Distinguished colleagues, those in favor that this bill be now read a second time, say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk of the Senate.
A bill for an act to establish the Federal College of Aviation Technology, Ilara Remo, Ogun State, and for related matters 2023. Second reading.
Distinguished colleagues, a bill for an act to establish the Federal College of Aviation Technology, Ilara Remo, Ogun State, and for related matters 2023. Second reading taken. Distinguished colleagues, this bill is now referred to the Committee on Tertiary Institutions, Tertiary Education and Institutions, step 4. So the bill is referred to the Committee on Tertiary Education, Tertiary Institutions. I thought it used to be Tertiary Education.